welcome back to my channel. My name is Eghe, and today we're going to start a new reading vlog. Today is Sunday the 17th. By the way, happy Easter. This video is probably going to come out in May, but happy Easter anyway. So today we're going to start a new weekly reading vlog, and for this reading vlog I want to try and read some books for the disability readathon, which is a readathon for the month of April. Yes, we're in April. Anyway, so I have the brightest. There are actually 4 prompts to follow. I think one is to make a video, which we're doing. Another one is to read a book by an author with autism. Yes. So I think I'm only going to do 2 out of the 4 prompts, because there are 5 prompts. The 5th one is a bonus prompt to read the group book, which I wanted to read, but script doesn't have visibility, so not going to do that anymore. Anyway, I'm only doing 2 out of the 5 prompts. The first one I'm doing is to make a video about the readathon, which I'm doing, and second is to read a book by an author with autism, or with a character with autism. I'm not sure which, but anyway, I'm picking the brightest for that prompt. I think there's even read a romance too. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I'm just going to use this, and then there's also one where you read a book recommended by the readathon, which is, I picked Monstrous, because I've started the series, but I don't know if I'll be able to read it because my script subscription for the month is about to expire, and I don't have money to renew right now, so I might not be able to get to Monstrous. But at least this one I have a physical copy, so I'm sure of this one. So I want to try and read the brightest this week, and also I want to read Love is Beautiful While in Bloom, because on Saturday I'm participating in Afrocentric April, which is it's like this, I don't know what they call it, but it's like the month of April on Bookstagram, or at least my side of Bookstagram is dedicated to African books and African literature. So there's this thing called the Afrocentric Bookstore Tour, and I'm participating, and on Saturday I'm going to talk about this book, which is an indie book. It's a book by an indie author, so I want to read it, so I will know what exactly I'm supposed to say in that post. So I want to read this book before Saturday, so I will have something to say about it when I make the post on Saturday. Anyway, so we have this, and then we have this, and also, so anyway, we have these books to read, and if I'm able to read a book or 2 from script, I'll let you know. But yeah, that's the plan for this week, and I have any.
Summer rain on the window. Watch the time float on. Cool air blows a memento as I fall behind. I'm so sorry for dreaming about the future. Maybe I'll be better when we're old enough. Hey, I'm sorry for dreaming about the future. You and I'll be better when we're old enough. Take apart all the good things chase away what's there to do. So many times I tried, but I just don't remember. I'm so sorry for dreaming about the future. Maybe I'll be better when we're old enough. Hey, I'm sorry for dreaming about the future. Hey, I'm sorry. Do you think we're old enough?
The clouds covered in gray, third coffee of the day. Almost fell asleep on Sim. I yawn at the display, third meeting of the day. But I can hear raindrops that dancing on the roof. It's like they're calling out, don't lose your youth, 'cause I can stay inside and type away inside all make today just a little less mundane. Oh, I can stay inside and type away inside all take today. Oh, dancing in the rain. Yeah. Woo, oh, na 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 na. Woo, oh, oh, na 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 na. Woo, oh, na 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 na. Woo, na na na. Woo, na na na. When I was a little child, I naturally would see magic in the world around me.
Working in a while. It has been a week since my last update. I think I made the intro video. I think I made the intro video on a Monday, and today is Sunday. Anyway, I have just not been consistent with updating you guys, but I have been reading, not a lot of reading, but I read. So anyway, I started The Bright Test by Helen Hong. I've read like 2 chapters. Like, this is as far as I've gone in the book, and honestly, I won't lie to you, this book is giving me serious African magic epic vibes. Like, it's giving me Nollywood vibes. Okay, let me explain this thing for you. By the way, for people that don't know, Nollywood is like Nigeria's version of Hollywood. It's just our movie industry, and I feel like this first part of the book is something we can do in Nollywood. Like, okay, the book is about this young lady whose name is Mai. I'm not pronouncing it well, but her name is Mai for the part of the book I've read so far. And she basically works in a hotel as a cleaner or a janitor, whatever label you want to use. And then this woman who looks rich and looks like she lives in a foreign country approaches her and is like, oh, I like you. You look like a hard worker. You look like you know how to follow instructions. I think you'll be a good fit for my son. I want you to come to America with me. And yeah, so that's something I feel like Nollywood can do with their full chest. Because, okay, picture this. You're a girl now, a girl from the village. You live in the countryside, you're from the village. You work in a hotel, you clean toilets, mop floor, you're a cleaner. And then one day this woman just...
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
That was my speaker. But like, this woman that looks rich comes to me and she's like, oh, I like you. You look like a hard worker, wife material. You know how to obey instructions. I want you to marry my son. In fact, I want to marry you for my son and take you with me to the city. That's Nollywood right there. Like, that is classic Nollywood. Something we have been doing over and over again. I feel like this author watched African Magic Epic before she wrote the first part of this book. Also, I just feel like I'm getting bad vibes. Okay, not bad vibes, that's like the wrong word to use. that's like the wrong word. It's not bad vibes. It's just that the situation of how this young lady, I think her name is also Esmeralda or something like that. Esme, yes. So anyway, the whole way she went to America, the Nigerian is me just screaming ritualist, human trafficker. Because how would a random woman you know from nowhere just approach you out of nowhere? She's like, oh, I like you, you look like you can follow instructions, you look like you know how to clean, I want you to marry my son. She'd never say, okay, come with me to this city or this state within the country. She said, come with me to America. And you, because you had money, Abi, what did she hear? No, she had America. You're like, okay, I will follow you. Sis, that's how human traffickers work. Isn't that's how it works now for prostitution? That they will carry you, say, oh, they have work for you in America. They will not carry you, go and see yourself in Italy doing prostitute work. That's how it goes. So I'm sorry, I don't know if it's the Nigerian in me or just my lack of faith in the world, but the whole a random woman approaches you and she just like, follow me to America, and you only think of it for one day. And then okay, initially the woman asks her to marry her son and come with her to America, and she's like, oh no, I can't do that. And then she goes home and she tells her mother, and I have beef with her mother. How would you just say, oh, because it's America, follow her? Her mother was just like, oh, follow her, do it for your daughter, do it for this. And I'm like, is it that there are no human traffickers in Vietnam? Because I'm not understanding. Why would you encourage your child to follow some random woman like that? It's not like it's like the woman is with, I don't know, but like it's not like you people know this woman from anywhere. Also, even human trafficking itself, it's aunties and uncles and relatives that sell out people to human traffickers. But I'm just saying, like, you don't know this person from anywhere. For all you know, she can be a ritualist or a killer, and you are just like encouraging your child to follow this strange woman that you've never met. You're just like, oh, she's from America, so she must be trustworthy. Follow her. No. That's how people are pushed into human slavery. You're selling your child out for America, for visa, for green card. Anyway, that's just like my only beef so far. But I think I'm really enjoying it because they've met. And okay, yes, I have another beef. So Kai is a person with autism now, and he is very uncomfortable with Esme in his space all the time, disrupting his usual flow and everything. But like he will be like annoyed and irritated that she's coming, she's changing his routine, moving things around in his house, and then I don't know, for some reason she'll smile at him or something happen. I'm just like, you know what, it's okay. And I'm just like, no. Like, no, forget it. If anybody invades my space, move things around, like I keep something in a particular place, and you have the mind, the audacity to change the position or come and tell me how, comment on my clothes, because Kai likes to wear a lot of black, and she's always like, oh, black is for funeral, which by the way is giving African mothers vibe, because I can't wear black in this house and my mother will be happy with me. She'll be like, are you going for a funeral? Did somebody die? So when they were just having a whole conversation, I'm just like, she's giving African mother. This young lady behaves like an African mother sometimes. Just the way there are certain comments she makes and I just think of my mother. Anyway, but apart from that, I'm just like, if someone comes into my space and disrupts my routine, I will legit pack out of that house for you. Like, forget that you are just a visitor, but you cannot come and be disturbing me. Like, it's either I kick you out or I move out for you. Like, no, I refuse. Like, that is just like, honestly, when they show Kai getting irritated by how she's changing things up, like, I'm just like, this sounds like a nightmare for me. Like, I don't like when people come and change my routine, change my thing, invade my space, take up my, it's just, no, I will pack out. Like, I will legit pack my bags and go and stay in a hotel. I'd rather sleep in a hotel than stay in the same house with you. That's just me, Sha. I'm a bit extreme sometimes, but anyway, I'm enjoying it. The I've not really gone far. Hopefully I'll go far today, but like for what I've read so far, I have a lot to say. I've just been feeling things for this book, like anyway, I'll come back to it. I want to try and read like at least to chapter 10 today. I know I can't finish this book today, but I want to try and read till chapter 10, so I'll come back when I get that. Anyway, but before I start reading, like before I continue Brightest, I actually want to start this book. It's like a really short book, and it's a short story collection. Remember at the beginning of the video I was like, I need to give a review for this on Saturday, which was yesterday. I've not read the book yet, and I'm not doing a review thing again. I decided to change the whole concept for the prompts. I think I'm supposed to the prompt that I'm supposed to give you, I was supposed to give a review for this book was for indie releases, and I've changed the concepts I have for that prompt, so I don't need to give a review, but I'm still going to talk about the book a bit on that day for the Afrocentric book start off. Yes, for the Afrocentric book start off. But anyway, I just want to read the book because it's short and the letters are big, so I feel like I can go through this in a day. So I want to start this now and then continue the Brightest or any other book that I'm currently in the middle of. And then you are not going to church again.
Into the place, the spot you found erased. My heart, it started racing. The crowd across the way, flowers on your face, and then I'm from the 80s. Someone keeps blocking my way. I can't feel farther away. Wait on a moment to say that I want you. You know that I wanted you. Oh, love. Lost in a daze, I caught your sudden gaze, and time it started racing. But moments tend to fade, and you're too far away from me to get my name in. Someone keeps blocking my way. I can't feel further away. Oh, wait on a moment to say that I want you. You know that I want you.
Well, I had to wrap up the vlog and talk about the books that I read during this vlog. And the first book I finished was The Brightest by Helen Huang. And yeah, I think I gave this book 3 stars or 3.5 stars. I really did enjoy it. I won't say I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. That's the correct English. I enjoyed reading this. I honestly didn't really ship the couple. Like, I didn't really feel their chemistry, or I wasn't necessarily shipping them together, but I did like the characters as people or as individuals, however you want to put the English. I liked them individually, especially what's his name, Kai. I really like Kai, but sometimes he just made me laugh. So I enjoyed his character more, I think. But yeah, as well, I like the characters, but I wasn't necessarily shipping them together. Neither did I feel their chemistry, but I still think that this is a really good book. Yeah, so I honestly can't remember any of my thoughts. I have notes in this book, but I don't have the strength to start going through my notes. I should have honestly done this wrap up immediately I finished this book, but trust me to procrastinate on everything, and at the end of the day, I won't remember. Anyway, I really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 3 stars. I thought it was an okay read, so I guess I'll recommend this book to you if you're looking for something light. You just want to read something light, a cute rom-com. Yes, this is the book for you. And honestly, the spice or smutty scenes were not really, the smut wasn't smutting. It was just like a 2/5 for me. Like, it almost felt like a Fade to Black, but it wasn't like a Fade to Black type of book. But like, it was just, they just gave us tiny small something. So yeah, I'll give it a 2/5. The romance was just, it was just there for me, but I still enjoyed the book. I think, yeah, that's basically it. I really liked the characters, but the romance in general, I wasn't really feeling it, but it was still okay, it was still cute, it was still nice. I honestly cannot think of any other thing to say. I'm really sorry, because I honestly, I had a lot at some point to say about this book, but now I've forgotten everything. So if I can remember anything, maybe during my wrap-up, I'll talk about other things. Like, if I can remember anything by the time I do my wrap-up, I'll talk about it there. But that is all for The Brightest. It was a really good book, and I would recommend. Then the next book I read was Love is Beautiful When in Bloom. I had a copy during the process of this vlog, but I actually unhauled the book after reading it because it wasn't really my jam. I ended up giving this a 2.5 stars. Honestly, I would say a 2 stars. I just gave the 0.5 because I really like the author, so why not? So I gave it a 2.5 stars. Anyway, this book is a collection of short stories about different people in love at various points of love. Yes, it's a collection of short stories about different people at various points of love. Some people are just falling in love, some people are falling out of love, some people are getting over love, some people are still in the middle of it. Just like the title suggests, love is beautiful when it blooms. Mostly just falling in love. Anyway, my favorite story in this was The Kiss That Meant Nothing. That was like, it was like just 1.5 page or so, but oh my god, that was like, for me, the best story so far. I was just like, for people that have read it, if there's anybody that has read it and is listening to this video, because I don't want to give spoilers for people that might be interested in the book, but like, that one story, I was just like, damn, they did this girl dirty. I was just, this my girl suffered. I was feeling for the main character, and that's why I was just like, sis, you really, they did you dirty, sis, they did you dirty. Anyway, my favorite story was The Kiss That Meant Nothing, and there were like 7 stories in it, and honestly, I just feel like enjoying one story out of 7 is not really good enough. But like, I would have honestly loved to give the book a 3 stars, but just having just the one story, I felt like it wasn't good enough to give it a 3 stars. Plus, the story was not that long. It was honestly too short. I honestly wanted more, but I wanted more, but at the same time, I was like, it's actually, I want more, but I liked that the story was really short, because I feel like if it had gone any longer, I would not have enjoyed it the way I did. So it was just the perfect length, even if I still wanted more, if that makes any sense. Anyway, so out of the 7 stories, I only liked one. That was one thing. And then another thing is that most of these stories have like insta love-ish undertone, and I am honestly not a big fan of insta love. Next to bully, next to, what am I saying? Let me calm down so I can remember the trope. There's this particular trope I dislike with burning passion. I can't remember. I think it's even insta love. Yes, is it insta love? I think his Insta love is the trope I hate with burning passion. It had that undertone, and I just honestly, for me, Insta love, it just feels too fast. Maybe it's because I naturally run away from commitment. It's just I see commitment and I go the other way. It's not for me. So I feel like it's just a meeting. Like when I see people getting married young, I'm just like, oh my god. That's the permanence of certain things scare me. So I run away from Insta love because it just feels too fast. Like you just met this person today and you're already falling in love. Sis, what if it's a serial killer or a kidnapper? You can know them for 10 years and you won't still know that they are serial killers or kidnappers. Talk less about today and tomorrow you're falling in love. What if it's a ritualist and they want to use you for sacrifice? That's why they're even following you around safe. You can't trust people in this life. Anyway, before I go off point, I just Insta love, the trope in general, is just too fast for me and I need time. So I wasn't really feeling a lot of these stories, so I was just like for like a really big part of the book I wasn't really enjoying reading them, so it was just, what was the point? So after I finished it, I gave it 2.5 stars. I was just like, and then around that time your girl was looking for money because she wanted to do some buying, she wanted to buy some things. So I was just like, why not? So I unhauled it and it's already with its new owner now. And honestly, I hope the person that got the book enjoys it more than I did, because I was actually really sad to give it away because the cover is stunning and I just want it in my library whether I liked it or not. But money over anything else, so I gave the book away. Like I sold the book, unhauled the book, anyone you want to call it. Anyway, I gave it 2.5 stars mostly because I didn't really enjoy 6 out of 7 stories, and they had this Insta love undertone, which I'm not a big fan of. What else? Yeah, most of the stories were cliche, but I'm not really going to like oh, the book was cliche, that's why I didn't like it, because I eat up cliche. Like I enjoy Hallmark movies. I don't know if you watch Hallmark movies, but that is the epitome of cliche and cringy, and I enjoy them. So I can't really say, oh, it was cliche, that's why I didn't like them, because I read cliche, I love cliche. But yeah, for this one, it just, the Insta love really killed my enjoyment, so I decided to give it away. Anyway, that is all for now. I don't want this to be too long, so thank you guys for watching my video up to this point. If you are still here, honestly, you tried. You deserve a bottle of Coke. Buy yourself a bottle of Coke today or tomorrow, whenever it is you're watching the video. Just, or if you don't drink Coke, you are not a carbonated type of person, whatever beverage it is that you takes your fancy and you like, whatever beverage it is that you like, buy yourself one bottle of it from me, from my purse. I will refund you. Just message me with the details. I will give you back your money because you deserve it. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Bye.